A scene unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A give to Harris. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his left. And this will be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21. Check. Run. Hey, watch the slant. Hey. 21. Mike 21. Check. Mike 21. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
In at quarterback.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Able to find Harris complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Patriot first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
Damian Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Patriots 7. Browns nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Play fake. Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll punt it away for the second time. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here comes Westbrook. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Brings up second.
From the 44, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now Landry. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Brings up second and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Chubb on the counter. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That's out to the left and complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
42-yard line.
Check right 21, right 21, check right 21. Watch the run, watch the run.
Mayfield on play action. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Check right 21, right 21, check right 21. I got it. Tighten up.
To throw, Mayfield. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Stand down at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a second and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They run with Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They fake the give. Newton Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Landry now on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
24-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield to throw it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run it again with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 26 yards. And a Patriot first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
49-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? Third and 4. To throw is Newton. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They snap it to Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 33 yards.
33 yards that time.
Patriots.
Operating from the gun, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Out to his left, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Newton. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.